Delaware County's only live television newscast from Ball State University's Unified Media Newsroom. You're watching NewsLink Indiana Midday.
Indiana Midday. I'm Jackson White. Students at two Muncie schools put down their books to put on their jackets Tuesday afternoon to walk out and protest ICE, Immigration and Customs Reinforcement. The students from Burris Laboratory School and the Indiana Academy for Science, Mathematics, and Humanities joined students from dozens of schools across the country and here in Indiana. NewsLink Indiana's Abby Urban has the story.
Immigrants are welcome here!
When you come out and you protest and people join you, you see that you have power in your voice. People around you see that they have power in your voice and that what you say matters. And we are in a country, in a world where your voice has power.
Break the chains and smash the wall!
Chants and cheers filled the streets as students from Burris Laboratory and the Indiana Academy for Science, Mathematics, and Humanities walked out to protest ICE. Signs and flags followed backpacks and sneakers.
Think that it should be calmed down or quieted or silence is what I'm trying to say, because it's just not right.
Along with the high school students, some Ball State students joined and even cheered them on.
And I'm asked all the time, why do you keep doing it? Why do you keep saying something? Why do you keep fighting if there's such a big threat? It's because I'm not gonna let that threat pass on to their generation.
No! I sound now! I sound now!
No matter what, even if you think that the timing is wrong, if you think that it's performative, no matter what, protesting is and will always be something that is important.
In Muncie, Abby Urban, NewsLink Indiana.
Less than 2 weeks ago, Muncie Central students held a walkout to protest ICE. Rescue efforts are underway for Back County skiers after an avalanche in Northern California yesterday near the Nevada state line. Nevada County authorities say at least 6 people survived and were told to shelter in place as they awaited rescue. Another 10 skiers were missing. The group included 4 ski guides and a dozen clients. Highly skilled rescue teams with dozens of first responders were on their way to the site. The sheriff's office described weather conditions in the areas as highly dangerous. Let's take a look at today's NewsLink Indiana weather. These are the conditions right now, and it's 61 degrees under cloudy skies. Expect a chance of rain today with a high in the 60s. Things will cool back down in the 7-day forecast. Highs will drop back from 60s tomorrow and back down to the 30s by Sunday with possible snow showers. The 91st Annual Student Art Show opened last Friday in Ball State's Ned and Gloria Greiner Art Gallery. NewsLink Indiana's Tatum Harris spoke to 2 featured students about their showcased artwork.
Student artists were encouraged to submit 3 different pieces to be assessed by a qualified juror. Across all fine arts programs, more than 500 pieces were submitted and voted on this year. Kylie Cole, a third-year photography student, has been submitting her art for evaluation each year since she started at Ball State. Though Cole has faced rejection before, she is proud of the hard work and long hours spent in the photography studio that have pushed her to become a better artist. Cole's darkroom print, a high-contrast nature photo, is now on display at the gallery.
So it's always about trying again. If you don't do anything or submit your work, you never know. So.
It was Cole's encouragement that convinced 4th-year animation student Paige Coleman to enter her own work to be juried.
Because they just believed in my ability, and we, created that environment where it was all about, we're all very talented people and we need to recognize that in each other.
Coleman has 3 watercolor paintings on display in the gallery, each centered around personal experiences, childhood wonder, and imaginative self-perception. Though Coleman opted not to submit her work for the student art show in the past, her work is now being featured in the same room as her best friends. Cole and Coleman are excited to be sharing this milestone together as students and as artists.
Stare at it for sometimes and be like, wow, I really did get put in the show.
In Muncie, Tatum Harris, NewsLink Indiana.
The exhibitions and awards ceremony for the Student Art Show in the Ned and Gloria Greiner Art Gallery will take place on February 21st from 6 to 8 p.m. To support these students, you can visit the gallery located on the first floor of the Art and Journalism building on Ball State's campus. A man is on a mission to run across the country as a way to honor America's 250th birthday. Cicely Porter caught up with him in Indiana about his journey and the message he hopes to send.
Noah Coughlin is on his 5th and final run across the country. He's not only wanting to make history, he wants to make an impact.
So figured I'd do the ultimate cause, which would be the American people. Not political in any way, and just wanted to honor my country.
He started in Maine and plans to run to Oregon along with the states he has not ran before. Then he will run across Alaska and end in Hawaii, with the finish line coinciding with America's 250th anniversary. Along the way, he stops to talk with people, asking what America and its flag means to them. The goal?
You know, I'm saying that we have a lot more in common than we do apart. It's a message to encourage unity. It's a message of peace. And it's just a simple recognition of our very existence as Americans going into the 250th.
A woman driving on US 12 passed Coughlin and was curious what he was doing. Once returning home to Elkhart, she looked up his story and was so touched, she drove back to find him.
Now is a time more than ever to have Americans come together. There's so much that's happening here. So yeah, he's a breath of fresh air and a big inspiration, and we're just excited to have met him.
Many others feeling the same way. A large group gathering in Edwardsburg to cheer him along. The Edwardsburg Area Historical Museum providing him with a coloring book representing the town, and county officials thanking him and giving him the County Challenge coin. Also in attendance, a familiar face to Noah, the mother of a boy with the disease Noah ran for in the past.
This is a selfless act right here, just to show America how amazing we are, how we can be great together. Doesn't matter if it's a rare disease, veterans, we're all the same. We're all one people. And so this is just a beautiful way for him to wrap up his journey.
This gaining more attention than past runs, and he believes it's because
this run, it's more than just the year 2026. This is 1776 to 2026. It's a message of unity. It's a message of hope. It's a statement that we're stronger together, and that is what I'm seeing from town to town.
Coughlin will continue his run across the country as we close in on July 4th, as America celebrates its 250th birthday. And that's all for your NewsLink webcast for today. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to join us tonight at 6:57 on Ball State PBS. And for news anywhere, anytime, go to cardinalmediabsu.com.